Revelio.
Should have been born in Hogwarts.
Expelliarmus! Levioso! Protego! Lumos.
If only a new student would help. Sad predicament.
Lumos.
Might some kind soul help me?
Are you alright?
Don't you know who I am? Zenobia Noak, the girl whom everyone at school hates for no reason.
I'm sorry the other students weren't more friendly.
That's kind of you. I suppose there are a few decent. I wanted to make some new friends, and so I brought my collection down to the common room. My gobstone collection, that is. I was hoping someone would... Are you familiar with gobstones? Little balls, like marbles.
Gobstones? Sounds like...
That's what I tried to tell him. People can be so cruel. Imelda is one of the worst losers. And now those poor losers have taken my gobstones and hidden them in very...
Rather an overreaction.
I'll say. I don't think I know the necessary spells yet. I need some...
Do you have any suggestions on how to get your gobstones down from their hiding spots?
If I knew that, I'd get them myself. Whoever hid my gobstones that high got up there somehow.
I'll see what I can do.
I'd appreciate the help. I'll be back to playing
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. Accio! Well, that's one of Zenobia's gobstones. I hardly see what the fuss is about. Revelio. 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 Scrope? Who is Scrope? Revelio.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Accio. Pumpkins? Ah, I think I know just the place. Down to the water's edge. This had better not be a trick.
Thank you for coming all this way. The name's Scrope. Scrope serves the headmaster. Been in the Black family for years. Apologies for the abundance of notes. Scrope wanted to be sure you weren't followed.
What's this all about? Your notes mentioned the book I found in the restricted section.
Scrope can tell you more in exchange for your help, but no one, especially the headmaster, can know.
Happy to help, especially if you can shed light on...
Scrope is grateful. Scrope's late mistress, Apollonia Black, may she rest in peace, was a student at Hogwarts over 50 years ago. Before she died, she spoke with passion of pages ripped from a book. Scrope suspects she took them to her private grotto. She was delirious at the end, poor thing. Mistook belladonna for elderberries. Scrope tried to warn her.
I'm sorry to hear that. But how do you benefit if I find the pages?
Scrope believes that a treasured Black family ring is also in the grotto. Scrope wishes to give it to the headmaster. Apollonia forbade Scrope from entering the grotto long ago. Scrope continues to honour her wishes. Scrope would not dare ask a student for help, but when Scrope learned you were looking for those pages, Scrope thought you might also find the ring.
It seems this may help us both. I shall do it.
Scrope is relieved. Scrope hoped the young Slytherin would be willing to help. Take this toast to the grotto just down the coast. Place it on the pedestal there. Good luck.
Revelio.
I'll wait right here for you. Best of luck finding your pages. And the ring.
Incendio. Expelliarmus. Accio. Incendio! Leviosa! Accio! Incendio! Leviosa! Incendio! Accio! Protego! Leviosa! Revelio. Why would I need a piece of toast? I suppose that's where it goes. Revelio.
Could it be? A visitor? Oh! Ah! Ooh! Ah! The name's Richard Jackdaw. I was a student, just like you, about a century ago. How in the world did you find this place?
A house elf named Scrope sent me. Said I might find a black family ring here.
Ah. Sorry to say, I sold the ring a long time ago. Poor Scrope. Still holds a candle for Apollonia, I reckon. Can't say I blame him. I stole all these treasures just to impress her. Alas, 'twas to no avail. I thought a secret map I pilfered from Peeves would pique her interest. But she simply rolled her eyes. What would I want with yellowed old pages torn from a book? Not my finest moment.
I'd like to have those pages if you don't mind.
They're not here. I thought if Apollonia wasn't interested in the map on the pages, perhaps it would lead to something that would intrigue her. So, I followed the map to what I can only describe as an enchanted cave of some kind. And you see what happened next? Here's an idea. Why don't you meet me at the edge of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll show you where to find the pages?
I suppose if that's the only way for me to get those pages, I'll meet you at the forest.
I'm sure the pages are still tucked in my waistcoat. If you don't mind the sight of my decapitated skeleton, they're yours for the taking.
A map. It doesn't appear to be connected to the missing pages. Best hang on to it for now. Hello, Scrope. Thanks. I met a ghost there, Richard Jackdaw, who's a...
Phew, that boy was never good enough for
I'm sorry to say that Jackdaw sold...
Sad news indeed. Scrope shall need to think of another way. Well, Scrope takes some consolation in knowing that the young Slither...
I did. Thank you again.
Accio!
Accio! Incendio! I should investigate. Revelio! Accio! Revelio! Revelio!
remind everyone that a wizard's sharpest tool is his mind. Perhaps best to shun that which leads it astray.
Accio!
Real quick, don't go down easy! What the? Good bring those!
Accio! Incendio! Expelliarmus! The beasts around here can sleep a bit easier now. Revelio! Revelio. Accio. Incendio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Incendio. Expelliarmus. What do you have in store for me this time? Incendio. Levioso. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Not so tricky after all, Merlin. Revelio. Accio. Levioso. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Accio. Levioso.
It's awful.
Careful not to get bit.
Marvelous strike!
Accio. Leviosa. Incendio. Expelliarmus.
What have you done?
Protego.
Admirable strength.
Revelio. Revelio.
I'll check your pockets after you're dead. Come back here.
Here I am, as good as my word.
We meet again, Richard.
I suppose I shouldn't be surprised to see you.
Well said. Now,
Follow me. I shall lead you as far. Keep your eyes open for a bird. As you can imagine, I never paid much attention in school.
aside from the bird bath, anything else I should look for?
Indeed. A few landmarks, a stone bridge, a waterfall, and, if I recall, a lake. You'll see.
You've been very helpful. Thank you.
Surprising how much of this is, rather unfortunately, coming back to me. Yes. You know, the closer we get, the more I'm remembering. Probably best I leave you to it. Simply stick to the path and keep a sharp eye out for that bird. Adieu.
Accio. Expelliarmus. Expelliarmus. Accio. Incendio!
Nothing to do now but keep going.
Revelio. Incendio.
What are you up to now?
Nothing to do now but keep going.
Incendio.
The waterfall. For a thief, Jackdaw's surprisingly as good as his word. Something oddly solemn about this place. Such regal creatures, stags. There it is, just as Jackdaw described. Intramuros.
Aren't you a little far from home?
Renrock knew you'd eventually lead us to whatever it is you're hiding. Attack!
Fight about one of the pumpkins!
Accio. Incendio. Expelliarmus.
No risk those loyalists will report back to Ranrock now. Let's see where Jackdaw has led me. Wonder how big this place is. Someone didn't want casual visitors down here. I wonder if any of my spells will help me through this.
Incendio. Accio. Levioso. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Accio. Expelliarmus. Levioso. Incendio.
Platform ought to be able to float straight to me. untouched chest. Jackdaw wasn't very thorough in his search of this cave.
Accio.
I'm glad Richard Jackdaw left a little something behind for me, but where could he be?
Revelio. Revelio.
Another puzzle. Well, if Jackdaw could solve this, so can I. There's a victory that came none too soon. Ugh. Perhaps the next symbol is hidden somewhere.
Revelio. Revelio. Accio.
It's a good thing Jackdaw didn't fall down there.
Revelio. Incendio.
Not a headless skeleton in sight. But I may as well help myself to this.
Incendio! 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 Levioso! Expelliarmus!
That's odd. I'd have thought Jackdaw would have been interested in. There's no sign of it.
Incendio! Accio! Levioso! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Accio! Levioso! Incendio!
An untouched chest. Jackdaw wasn't very thorough in his search of this cave.
Accio!
I'm glad Richard Jackdaw left a little something behind for me, but where could he be?
Accio! Revelio! Accio!
That's odd. I'd have thought Jackdaw would have been interested in this loot, but there's no sign of him.
Revelio.
An untouched chest. Jackdaw wasn't very thorough in his search of this cave. There it is. The bridge, it's almost complete. More spiders. These can't be all the headed with the jackdaw.
Accio.
Incendio.
Incendio. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Levioso. Accio.
Incendio. Farewell, monster. I can only imagine how the spiders have multiplied since Jackdaw came this way.
Revelio.
I'm glad Richard Jackdaw left a little something behind for me, but where could he be? Must be getting closer to Jackdaw's remains and those pages. We meet again, Richard Jackdaw. Thank you for keeping these pages safe all these years. Here it is, the map that brought your doom, Jackdaw. Is there something beyond this room?
Incendio. Levioso. Expelliarmus. Incendio! Levioso. Expelliarmus. Accio. Levioso. Expelliarmus.
What? That's unnerving. What's happening? I've seen this before. Gringotts and the restricted section. Where am I? Oh no, the room's starting to flood. How am I being protected? What sort of magic is this? I can only hope this magic protects me until I'm able to make my way out of here. What is this place?
Incendio.
Can it be?
It's you.
Has someone finally found our map chamber?
I recognize you from the Pensieves. You're Professor Rackham.
I am indeed. I must confess that I am surprised to see someone so young standing before me.
I'm the same age that you and Isadora Morganach were when you started at Hogwarts.
You've paid attention, and might I presume you share our ability?
To see traces of ancient magic? Yes, sir, I do.
As you have likely realized by now, our ability gives us a unique relationship with all forms of magic. We can access expressions of magic that few others can. Opportunities will arise that allow you to sharpen this rare talent. Do not squander them.
I won't, Professor. Thank you.
We have much to discuss. But first, a map found in a certain book led you here. Place the book on the pedestal.
I don't have the book with me, sir.
That is unfortunate. I'm afraid we must pause our conversation until you return with the book.
Very well. I'll retrieve the book right away.
Good. We shall speak again once the book is in place.
I found the pages and the map chamber. Why would I need the book?
Revelio.
I'm back at Hogwarts. I wonder when Professor Fig will be back. I did promise him I wouldn't neglect my studies while he was away. Suppose I have enough to distract myself with till he returns with the book.
Undo all that happened that day, I would!
Revelio.
You need to learn Depulso, the banishing charm. Useful for pushing objects or adversaries away. Complete the required tasks and meet me in my classroom.
Everybody grab a broom, and we shall get started. Mr. Clopton, your attention, please.
Sorry, Madam Kagawa.
Everyone, please welcome a new student to our flying class.
Welcome.
The goal of today is to remind all of you how to maneuver on a broomstick safely, as broom flight is, first and foremost, a means of transportation. This, I fear, some of you have forgotten. Diving, rolling, and loop-the-loops will not be taught or in fact tolerated in this class. We'll leave that to professional Quidditch players, like the Toyohashi Tengu. Not a fan, I take it? Now, let's see how well everyone kept up with their practice over the summer holidays. For those who need a refresher, step up to your broom, say up firmly and clearly, then kick your leg over and rest your weight on the seat. Up! Thank you. Now, your turn. Up.
Up, you stupid ratty school broom!
Up.
One leg over, so there's a leg on each side. None of that side saddle nonsense. A gust of wind will throw you right off. And if you hear my whistle while you're in flight, ground yourself at once. Good. Now, for your first lesson, fly through each ring in the courtyard. Do take care.
This'll
the
take
brooms
some
are
getting used
school
to.
property. I want them returned in one piece.
This is brilliant!
Well done. Now that you're acclimatized to your broom, let's see how well you manage with a more advanced exercise, shall we? This next set of rings will take you around the grounds for more of a challenge.
What a view!
Hello. Nice day for a flight.
That wasn't too bad.
Ah, the old boathouse. Wish you could have experienced crossing the lake as the first year. Whoa, our aquatic resident likes to make an appearance once in a while.
Made it! Did anyone else see that?
Oh, well done! Have a moment? I say, I watched you fly through those rings. You seem to handle yourself on that dusty school broom well enough. I'd imagine you're ready for something a bit more challenging. But I'm getting ahead of myself. We haven't properly met. I'm Everett Clopton. Am I right in suspecting that a Slytherin like you might be interested in making an escape from class?
Can't say no to that. What did you have in mind?
A bit of a detour, so to speak. Follow me. The tour is about to begin. Follow closely now. Right now, we're flying over the Transfiguration Courtyard. Let's hope the headmaster isn't having tea by the window today. Nice to get above it all, isn't it? Ahead of the gardens, the Hufflepuff common room windows just peek out. Bit claustrophobic for my taste.
How is Everett flying so quickly?
Here's something handy to know. Lean forward for a burst of speed. Helpful if you need to escape a tricky situation.
Ha! Now that's more like it!
You sure you're not part hippogriff? There's the famous bridge. Think of all the magic holding it up. I mean, look at it. And the owlery. That's a bit of solid architecture, isn't it?
Flying tips and a jaunt around Hogwarts. This is quite the tour, Everett.
That's Kagawa's whistle. This concludes our tour. Let's hurry back. Looks like she's already dismissed class. Better hurry and hand in our brooms. Dismount here.
And where have you two been?
Oh, hello, Professor. We were trying to get a bit of extra practice in.
Hefty points will be taken from each of you for not following my instructions. Mr. Clopton, I am disappointed in you. You're in this class because you're still not showing yourself, or frankly, your broom the proper respect.
But, Professor...
Enough. Class is finished for the day. As for you, you do well to use better judgment in the future. Chin up. That was some rather good flying.
Sorry about that business with Kagawa, but you have to admit, those views were worth it.
It was worth losing a few house points for that detour.
You seem at home on a broom. Bet if you had a fancy model, you could fly laps around Imelda. She's Kagawa's favorite. I could show her a thing or two if I had my own broom. Hate having to return the school broom after class.
Perhaps I have to purchase a broom then?
If you can, you should. Wish I could. I recommend visiting Albie Weeks at Spintwitches in Hogsmeade. He's always looking to test new models. I'll keep an eye out for you in the sky.
I do like Madame Goose. I wish I could afford my own room. My brother's hand-me-downs.
I've not forgotten about our library venture. How did you fare? If you're keen for some illicit spell practice, meet me outside the Defense Against the Dark Arts classroom. I know a discreet place.
Please meet me in the 7th floor corridor as soon as you can. I have an idea for somewhere you can focus on your studies, away from prying eyes and distractions.
Over here.
Sebastian, it's been a while.
It has. Glad you received my owl. I have something to show you.
First, let me thank you for what you did in the library.
Of course. Scribner tried to give me detention, but I have ways out of these things.
Well, you took the fall for me, and that counts for something.
Did you find what you were looking for?
I did, but something was missing. I'm not sure here is the best place to discuss it.
Understood. We can talk more in a moment. This way. There's a secret passage just here.
It's well disguised. How did you find this place?
My friend, Ominous Gaunt. He named it the Undercroft. We used to play gobstones here all the time. With my sister, Anne. She loved that.
Revelio!
What I wouldn't give to lose to her again. I should tell you, I swore to Ominous I would safeguard this place. So please, keep this between us. He never confides.
Revelio!
But he's trusted me since the day we met. I wouldn't want to jeopardize that. We used to sneak in here almost daily. We've never been caught.
I know Ominous. Met him in our common room. I've noticed he uses his wand to navigate the castle.
He does. No idea how, though. Ominous was born blind, and no spell could reverse it. His wand seems almost sentient. Not surprising, I suppose. Ollivander always says, the wand chooses the wizard.
Is that how he found this place?
No, someone in his family knew about it. The Gaunts are full. I've never heard anyone else speak of it. Again, mention this to no one, especially Ominous. He has no love lost for his family or their secrets. But this place is special.
Of course. Ominous spoke to me about his family when we first met. To say that he has no love lost for them is an understatement.
Glad you understand.
Really? Like what?
Like the blasting curse. Professors say it's not an appropriate spell.
A proper magical education ought to include...
My thoughts exactly. A spell like Confringo is... To be fair, I'm admittedly partial to more fun, but you should learn it. I can teach you. It may take a while to get the feel for it. Mimic my wand movement. The incantation is Confringo.
Very well.
You're getting it. Ready to actually try it out? Stick to the target. Best to keep the Undercroft intact. Have a go at those candelabras. Both have their uses, but I think you'll find that a Confringo cast travels a bit farther than that of a spell like Incendio.
Confringo!
Nice work. How's it feel?
It's a tad hot.
That's it!
I think I've got it.
Well done.
I have to say, I enjoyed that.
The first time Ominous and I practiced Confringo, we singed our eyebrows.
I would have paid to see that.
I swore we'd never live it down. So this day...
The blast does heat things up. I see.
You'll get used to it. Haven't been here in some time.
I'm sorry about your sister. If there's anything I can...
Perhaps when I next head to Feldcroft, you could come along.
Just let me...
Oh, she misses... Well, meeting a new student will be...
I shall look forward to it.
Cheers.
I'm not sure where to start.
You said something was missing. I assume it's to do...
Nothing gets past you. And yes, it is.
I'm listening.
You must promise.
I trusted you with knowledge of the secret Undercroft.
All right. I can see traces of ancient magic.
Ancient magic? I don't know what I was expecting you to say, but...
Honestly, I'm not entirely certain. Fig and I think that...
Are you telling me that God...
That's what we're trying to find out.
Well, when you do know, tell me. I've been studying archaic forms of magic for ages. Perhaps, in the meantime, with both Rookwood and Ranrock after you, I suspect a bit more time practice. Spend as much time here as you... And remember... When I head to Feldcroft, I'll send you an owl.
Hello, Sebastian. Wait. You there? I can hear you.
Oh, hello, Ominous. I was just heading to our common room.
I've recognized that voice. You're the new 5th year. Did you just come from the Undercroft? How did you get in there?
That room's called the Undercroft. Ah, well, I was exploring and then suddenly found myself in a strange passageway.
Don't lie to me. No one stumbles upon that room. Sebastian told you, didn't he? You breathe a word about this place to anyone, and not even your precious Professor Fig will be able to help you. My father is friends with the headmaster. I am not afraid to exploit that connection if I need to.
Trust me, Ominous. I won't say a word. And Sebastian is a good friend. You shouldn't immediately assume the worst of him.
I don't need you to tell me about my oldest friend. Thank you very much.
Ominous, I just meant...
I know what you meant. Sebastian gets himself in enough trouble. He doesn't need your help. Sebastian is going to get an earful about this.
What was that? Me, are you?
Accio. Revelio. Revelio. Professor Weasley? Somewhere away from prying eyes.
Forgive me, the headmaster stopped me and I... Merlin's beard! I see you've wasted no time. Well done.
What is this place?
This is the Room of Requirement. It only appears when one is in real need of it. Ordinarily, a student might stumble upon this room entirely by accident. If ever. I'd only planned to suggest to you how to find it by walking past that bit of wall, focusing on what you need. But you've managed to reveal the room on your own. While I'm here, we should take advantage of the moment. Now, where is Deke? He must have sneaked past and gone ahead.
Deke, Professor?
The house elf I was speaking to in my classroom your first day. Thought he might help you use the room. You found it. There's no chance I'm clambering over this mess. This presents the perfect opportunity to teach you. You can cast... I suggest you... Splendid. Cast Evanesco on those chairs. Excellent work. You'll note that you are now in possession of Moonstone. We shall discuss its uses later. Let's move on. Where in Merlin's name is that elf? Is that... Goodness! My old school bag. I wondered where that had got to. I can't believe it's still here. I'll just take a quick look at this. Give you an opportunity to explore on your own until we locate Deke.
Yes, Professor.
Dear me. Can't you keep it down? Some of us are trying to rest.
Accio! Hope this isn't as precarious as it looks.
An intruder! Stop them! No, not... that's not helpful, you worthless pile of tin!
How does anyone other than a house elf manage to get around in here? What was that? Was that a golden snitch?
Perhaps you should
Accio.
wits and find out.
Revelio. Accio. I hope that house elf can find us in here.
Yikes! Careful! Huh? Oh, there you are. Wait right there. Deke will come to you. Hello.
Ah, Deke, we've been looking for you.
Apologies, Professor Weasley. Deke was looking through some of what's appeared in the room since Deke was last here. Is this the student?
Indeed it is.
Deke is honored. The Room of Requirement. It's unplottable, so won't appear on any map. Most happen upon it by accident. Deke's seen students in need of an extra file for potions stumble upon the room filled with them. You seem to have accessed it in its form as...
I was thinking about needing a place away from prying eyes. Brilliant.
Oh, that explains it then.
What I need specifically is a place where I can catch up on my schoolwork without distraction.
Well then, the room can... Now, it's time to focus on what you need. Just close your eyes. Imagine the room precisely as you need it. The room will do the rest.
You've given yourself quite a canvas to work with. I look forward to seeing what you do with the space. Ah, and it seems the room has provided you with a desk of description. Excellent. It can identify unfamiliar items of clothing. One should always understand the effects of anything in which one is clothed. You'll find plenty of items of clothing that need to be ironed. The desk will be an invaluable resource.
I imagine the desk of description will come.
It will. Right. Now, I'll give you a brief lesson in conjuring. The room...
Conjuring?
Very good. When spellcraft, you should have acquired...
I did.
Wild resources, they can also be collected.
I see.
You can in... Why don't you give it a try? You should find both... Well done. You can use these whenever you need to brew potions or grow plants. Presuming, of course, you've collected any seeds or potion ingredients you need in Hogsmeade or outside the castle grounds. Deke will be here to answer any questions.
I will be sure to...
Good luck.
Protego! I'm ready for the next lesson.
Very well. You can acquire it by vanishing items. Return to me when...
I have...
Good. Why don't you...
I would like to teach you Wingardium Leviosa. It can be used to levitate objects for a short time. Once you've completed a few prerequisite tasks, do see me after class.
Deke thinks you should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
Good work. Shall we move on?
Protego! I've conjured everything I can.
I think the altering spell will allow you to customize. You can change the color. Let's get started, shall we? Just aim your wand at any conjured item and perform the altering spell to customize it.
I have some questions about alteration, Professor.
Yes?
What can I customize with? How do I use the alteration?
Simply aim your wand at a conjured item that you would like to customize and cast the... You can change an item's appearance in a I'll be here.
Accio! Confringo!
Nicely done. Now you're ready for something a little more advanced. You can use the altering spell directly on the room's architecture. Try these new designs on the floor or balcony. Your space might benefit from a bit of ambiance, don't you? Deek, would you mind?
Of course, Professor Weasley. Professor Weasley showed Deek this bit of magic some years ago. Deek thinks you'll enjoy it. Come and talk to Deek when you're ready.
Professor Weasley said I should ask you about changing the room's ambience?
Of course. What sort of overall look most appeals to you?
I would like the room to feel as if it's being lit by the moon.
Sounds perfect.
Quite a difference. Of course, you needn't keep this style if you don't like it. You can always ask Deek to change it back. Now you have learnt a good bit about alteration.
Thank you, Professor. The room is full of possibilities.
Indeed. An even bigger space. The room, if you...
Thank you.
Good.
Accio! Accio. Revelio.
Can you help me?
Hello?
I was, yes. Thought you might be interested in joining me for following a treasure map, to be precise. Asked Poppy if she'd be interested as well. I found 2 maps lying about, both leading to locations around
Following a Hogwarts treasure map?
Wonderful. You can keep whatever
Very well.
Fair enough.
Yeah! Oh. Oh.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most included.
Confringo! Expelliarmus! Accio! Levioso! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Accio! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Levioso! Accio! Incendio! Revelio!
I was hoping to see you.
You're back.
Fine. Who on...
I did. The room is called the Map Chamber, by the way. And the portrait of Percival Rackham awaits us there.
Professor Rackham. I look forward to meeting him. How did this jackdaw get the pages from the book?
Evidently, Peeves stole them, and Jackdaw stole them from him.
To think it was beneath us all this time. map, there's Hogsmeade. And over here, the Forbidden Forest. And, of course, Hogwarts. It's magnificent. If only you were here to see this.
Hello, Professor Rackham. We've placed the book on the pedestal as you asked. And this is my mentor, Professor Fig.
How do you do, Professor Fig? And you, my young friend, see now why you need it?
I do. I also see why you refer to this room as the map chamber.
That you have come this far tells me that you possess extraordinary, the potential and power of which will unlock, should you prove yourself worthy. The location of each of 4 trials will, in time, appear on the map. Trials that will test you and give you trials that you must complete. Do you recall the pensive memory you viewed in my vault in Gringotts?
You and your friend Charles spoke of the portkey, and of trials you'd created for one who could see traces of ancient magic.
Precisely. Charles is another of the Keepers, a designation we gave ourselves centuries ago, in light of the knowledge that we have been bound to keep hidden.
So, the passage from your ruins to Gringotts, everything in the vault, the restricted section, finding this room, none of these was a trial.
They were an important part of the journey, but they were not trials. The trials were designed to ensure that the power and knowledge we have kept secret. They will test your abilities, but of equal importance, you will need patience. We have waited.
Respectfully, sir, while I do not know the traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by, and we encountered an uncommonly powerful goblin wielding such magic as we prepared to leave your vault at Gringotts. We may already be too late.
This is grave news, indeed. Young friend.
I do.
Then, in the light of your considerable skill and all you have already accomplished, we shall begin. Whilst Professor Fig may assist you in locating the trials, they may be completed only.
Shall we have a look? I know that tower. It's not far. You may have seen it yourself.
It looks familiar. Perhaps your young friend is more well-traveled.
As your mentor, the least I can do is...
You said that you know that tower. What can you tell me about it?
Not much, I'm afraid. I've passed it dozens of times. It's north of Hogsmeade.
I'll find you at the tower.
Until then.